Well, good afternoon, everybody, and a warm welcome to High1 CC. It's day 3 coverage of the High1 Resort, a Ladies Open here on the KLPGA Tour. Timothy Lowe welcoming you along to Saturday action. Good to have your company this afternoon. It's been a brilliant week of scoring thus far from the finest talent on the KLPGA Tour. Koji Yu taking the lead into the weekend, 15 under par through 2 rounds, some excellent going. 66 players comfortably made the halfway cut that came at 3 under par. Just to give you a taste of how solid the scoring has been so far this week. No joy for Sung Yu Jin, despite a birdie on her first hole, took a double at the 4th and finds herself back at 12 under par in solo 5th. Koji Yu's lead has since stretched to an almighty 5 shots. An eagle at the 2nd, 3 straight birdies. She leads by 5 over Kim Min-ju. Kim Soo-ji is at the 8th. And that birdie putt just slips low for the Autumn Queen. 1 under par for her round thus far today. 17 World Championship, as it was last week at the Lotte Open. 1 billion Korean won prize purse. Koji Yu looking for her 2nd victory at High1 CC in the last 3 years. To stretch the lead even further, a chance on 7. Yeah, a rare sight there, Koji Yu missing a putt. Doesn't happen too much this week. Still the lead fairly cushy, but lots can happen out on the golf course, as we know all too well. Here's her closest pursuer, Kim Min-ju. In the group ahead, chance to cut into that lead after a fine tee shot at the par 3 8th. She's no stranger to making plenty of birdies. That made 9 in her last 10 holes in her opening round of 64. And here's Jang Sung. She's picked up her first birdie of the day back on the 6th. This to go back-to-back. Said it earlier on in the coverage. Seen a lot of putts missed on the low side, a lot running out of steam. A lot of that has to do with the deluge of rain that the course received prior to the start of this championship. Tee times were delayed some 3 hours in the opening round, but we are back on schedule, and So Jin with a glorious shot there. Birdie opportunity coming up for So. Great way to start the back 9. It's a tremendously attractive piece of property. There's High1 CC, perched high up on a hillside, famed for beautiful mountain views, and of course a great spa and wellness facility that we have here as well. This championship has been dominated by Han Jin-sun in the past, going back-to-back a couple of years ago before this lady broke her duck in 2024. Defending champion Bang Shin-sil safely through to the weekend, but sadly not going to be a factor for a repeat of her title. Already a 3-time winner on the KLPGA Tour, and the front runner here looking for a 4th. Fairly generous hole location, you have to say, on this par 3 for today's 3rd round. Played some very steady golf through the opening 2 days. You wouldn't think you'd be trailing by 7 at 13 under par after 43 holes, but nonetheless, that's where we stand. That's very good. Good shot. Does have the one title on the resume, the Dukjin EPC Championship last year, Kim Min-ju. Very solid golf over the last 12 months. People would have tipped her. She's a big challenger to GU coming into today's round. Double bogey on the fourth has really given her plenty to think about behind the proverbial 8-ball already. Still a lot of golf to play. Seasoned campaigner at her own right. To see a course that yields as many birdies as High1 playing as a par 73 this year for the first time in the championship's history. The controversial 18th hole now being played as a sensible par 5. That's going to be a real shootout, $1 question as we begin the weekend. Is can anyone catch Go GU? Certainly a lot of quality in that chasing pack. Yasuji on 9. For a cut off the tee, but just turning over a little, and that's a good break. Finding the fairway bunker, much more predictable, easy to get clean contact. Try to guess your way out of that thick rough. Got to the green, and Eo Lim trying to save her par. Both par 3s on this front 9 so far. And will drop a shot at this par 4, so she'll slip back to 10 under par. A number that also includes a couple of major champions in Park Hyun-kyung and Imi Jong-Jun Ri, who's in desperate need of a good week here to try and battle away into the top 60 on the money list. She's at 10 under as well. Now here's Saw trying to clean up for her birdie. Shot work of that. Well done. Big move so far. 6 under par for her day and up into solo third. But still 6 shots back. A little further up to the back 9. And the second shot for Kim Hyo Moon at 12. Pin seeking there. Good shot for Kim. Pretty similar holes, the 2 par 3s in this front 9, the 6th and the 8th. Pretty much identical yardages, just 10 meters difference in length. And it's going to be a couple of birdie opportunities for the final group of the day. Shot lead while being formidable, so not exactly safe. Not on a golf course like High1 where there's plenty birdie opportunities crafted, and if you do stray off the straight and narrow, this course can come up and bite you. Make no mistake. The gentle right to left movement all the way in this birdie effort. Well judged. I love to see it. Such a nice feeling when you can just walk up and tap it in. Don't have to be reaching into the pockets for a coin to mark it. Firmly in control of this championship. Oh, we thought that second shot found the bunker, or the tee shot found the bunker. Oh, yes, it did. She was just having a little rehearsal outside of the sand. I second guessed my eyes for a minute there. But yep. Lip, I don't think is going to be an issue from Suji. We saw it from that reverse camera angle. That's the one I'm talking about. Should be able to clear it without too much difficulty. Remember clipping a lip on the 7th yesterday, costing her a double bogey. Yeah, no such problems on Saturday for Suji. She's safely aboard the green at the 9th, albeit not on the correct level, but stats will read as a green hit in regulation. And just off the edge of the green at 11 is Moon Jo Min. Having a nice tournament for the second week in a row. Finished last week at the Lotte Open. The last 2 rounds, in fact, with the eventual winner Kim Hyo-ju, who is over at the Evian Championship, contesting the LPGA's 4th major of the season. Here's Yang Hyo-lin. Good contact coming out of that thick stuff. And nope, that's not going to make it all the way onto the back shelf. It's a chance to just get her feet back under her. Trying to turn her tally to 13 under. Operating from the short grass. Priority number 1, make sure you get it onto that second level of the green. She has done that. Ooh, stay there, stay there. No. Gosh, that needed a yard more. And you're thinking good birdie opportunity. Now you're trying to guess your way up that slope. Take your 2-putt par. In fact, she is going to be showing her playing part of the line as well. Game of fine margins, golf. James, brilliant tee shot into the 8th. Got to take these chances when you get them. And she will, like she did on 6, rolls in a birdie. So Jenny Sum up to 14 under par, trying to keep things interesting in that final group. Looks like In Hee Jung. Soa Jin, awfully close to the red line of the penalty area for a 3rd shot to this par 5. So, tournament leader. Looks like a nicer line, tied up the right-hand side, and it will stay in the short grass. That's really taken off a good bit of distance from this dogleg par 4. Two seasons of experience on the LPGA Tour. She knows what it's like to hang with the best in the game. She's an experienced winner on home soil as well, Sung Yujin. She's up against it here, running into a buzzsaw named Koji Yu. Defending champion Shin Sil had to work hard to make the cut yesterday. Little birdie on the 7th, couple of good par saves to close. Teed off on the back nine of the golf course, 1 under par for her round. Third to the 18th. Already a winner on tour this year. Victory for the 6th time in her career, coming at the Doosan Match Play Championship just about a month ago. Here's Minju. It's going to be slow as it rises up that little ledge. It should just coast out once it gets under that back plateau. This putt from just outside of 35 feet. And all things considered, pretty good attempt. Back on the tee, Jenny Sung. Jin. I have an idea of the speed of that putt. And Kim Min-joo on pretty much the exact same line. It's got to go. That is a really poor effort, especially having gone to school on the putt before. Finding the going a little tricky this Saturday is Hyojin. Back to Shinsil on 18. He's tracking like so many putts this week. Comes up a couple rolls showing. I'd be shocked if this one came up short. Kim Soo-ji at 9. Just a little shy, but that's not going to be too much of a bother for Soo-ji. Sailed it over the back of the green at 11. Saw Jin with scrambling boots on. Played that really nicely. Big arm movement, rotating the body, not letting the wrist break down. Jason Day style of pitch shot, very nicely executed. Hyojin with work to do for her part. A lovely birdie there for E.G. Hyun. Rolling that one in at the 10th to move her into the top 10. Fans, good to see them out supporting their favorite stars on the KLPGA Tour this afternoon. Minju hits the turn at 15 under par, having a really solid day, but actually losing ground to Go Ji-yu, who's 5 under for her round. Minju just the 3. She's doing what she can right now. Here's Moon for her par on 12. Safely in. Especially on a course like this, yeah, you're trying to make as many birdies as possible. That sounds obvious, but it's keeping the silly soft mistakes off your card, which is going to be critical. With all that, you're still going to need some help from Ko Ji-yu ahead. Now Suji just with the 3 woodfall position. Goodness, what do they have there? Stuffed animals and everything. You see all sorts out here in the KLPGA Tour. Birdie opportunities here, starting with our leader, Ko Ji-yu. Again, that's okay there. Not the end of the world. One tap-ins for par. I'm not saying she can coast home and sort of par her way in over the next 27 holes, and 20 under par is going to be good enough. It might be, but pars mean that everyone's going to have to come and chase her, and maybe mistakes will come. Here's Yu Lin for birdie at 10. Sargent. At 12 coming in with a 6 iron. I'll tell you what, she's flagged some iron shots today. Beautiful stuff. Jun. Makes such a big difference when you can find this little back plateau of the green at this par 4. Makes that birdie effort so much simpler. You've got fewer factors to consider. One, you don't have to worry about judging the pace coming up that steep slope. Just means you can dial in on that line over this 15-footer. Back-to-back birdies. That was tracking nicely. Just falls off a little low. Good view at what Suji's got to contend with now on this 10th. Pin just cut on that upper shelf. So spin control is very important here. Especially coming into a green slightly below the level of this fairway. Got to ensure that she flies it all the way to the target. And that she has. Well done. Sung Yujin, desperate need of a birdie or two. Best look of the three in this featured group. Can't afford to land this short. Got to be aggressive. Ooh, just enough to keep it on the upper level. Good shot for Minju. It's just going to be straight out. Full on attack mode for Kim as she tries to chase down Koji Yu. So Yujin needs something to start happening for her. And that's not going to help. Hanging it on the lip. Suji, just a little downhill on the back edge of this green, should be moving from left to right. Moon a little bit further up the back nine. Here she is into the uphill green at 13. Strange pink sanded heart-shaped bunkers a feature on this hole, and they're not going to bother Moon Jung-min whatsoever. It's the only important thing, keeping that underneath the hole, so an excellent birdie opportunity coming up for her. As the final group of the day gets set to start their back nines, and it's been pretty solid going for Jun Yi-sung thus far today. Yet to miss a green, has only missed one fairway. She's created plenty of chances for herself, but just for those two birdies and the par threes to show for it. Much like the opening hole here at High1cc. A gentle start for the players on this back 9. No need for the driver. You can if you want to, and Chen's reaching for the big dog. Gentle dog leg from right to left. Green, Kim to get her back 9 off and running. Excellent spot to be putting from. Pretty much straight up the hill here. Be nice and positive with her pace. Yeah, trickles that in well. Nice birdie. Minju trying to keep the pressure on. Lead's been cut, but still it's a comfortable 4-shot spread for Ko Ji-yu as she sets off on the back 9. Saw after that excellent iron shot. Whoa, what happened there? Just don't think that was a practice swing. Maybe there was a little bug. Surprised she's not backing off and setting up over it again. Just knew she had that all the way. Another birdie drops for So Jin, who moves 7 under for the day. The round for Jin, we just got to set little mini goals, and really that's going to be try to keep pace, get back into the final group tomorrow and go again. Easy to take your mind off, sort of switch off mentally. You're having a bit of a struggle like she is today. Like handing out a couple of stuffed toys, some high fives for the fans to try and reset her mind. The day 2 shots back. She's a whopping 8 adrift now as the final group begin their back 9 on day 3 at High1cc. Par 5 11th, and Kim Min-ju going with driver. We've seen this hole shortened in the past. The tee moved up. Players reaching in 2. Don't think that's going to be the case today from 530 meters. Elevated tee as well, so you do get a little extra distance. That left rough. Not going to matter too much. Going to have to be a 3-shotter. Traveling down the left as you get further up this hole. And it's a 4-shot cushion for Ko Ji-yu, the 2024 champion, leads in 2026 at High1cc.
A 바로 가도 돼.
Spin control. That's number one priority for Jung Sung from 94 meters. Contact sounded nice and crisp. Just pitched that too far. That's a real unforced error. That's the first green she's missed today. To Minju. Still got to keep your focus on this layup, especially with trouble lurking down the left. You ventured too far right. There's out of bounds beyond the cart path. It's an easily wide enough target that she's playing into. Seems pleased enough with that one. Bunkered off the tee, Sung Yujin. It's one of those shots, especially with a full wedge, because you get on the back of the ball so cleanly, that's going to generate more spin than she would coming out of the fairway. Try to take some speed off it. And there's that spin I was talking about. It just hangs up on the top shelf. So a good break there for Jun. Muscle a driving iron down. You get driver all the way down there. This is what you're left with. Because she's not coming in with a full wedge per se, doesn't have to worry about this sort of spinning backwards. You can just sort of throw a little mid-flighted spinner in there. Skip a couple of times and then hit the handbrakes. Just like that. Pretty well played. Here's Moon on 13, uphill left to righter to get to 10 under par. Ooh, just needed an ounce more. That is frustrating. Enough green to work with for Johnny, so I'm going to have to land this past the fringe. Should chase on out. Stopped a lot quicker than I thought. Little knee knocker left for Johnny Sung. So Jin flagged a couple of shots already today. She have another here with a wedge into 13.
Stop. Push up.
I've got to give this enough pace. Up that little rise, Sung Yujin. Oh, it's tracking nicely. Oh, that's just kind of been the story of the day so far. GU to stretch the lead back to 5. Yeah, just cannot be contained, this young lady, and that's the difference. The breaks start to go your way. Sun Yujin's ball grabs the high side, lips out. It's your day, it's your day. It tumbles in for Go GU, moves to 21 under par. Let's check in on Choi Ka-bin, who's playing her third to the par 5 18th at 9 under par. Solid shot. It's just seen the leader gallop a little further off into the distance. Don't want to be giving her any more shots. Isang for an important par save. Straight up unforced error there. Wedge in hand. Walk off with bogey. Mistakes you can ill afford to make. Isang surrenders a first bogey of the weekend. Park Yeon-kyung has been having a pretty solid day, save for a bogey at 14. Here she is at the last. Suji's third after her layup at 11. To pour another one in, so urgent. You know what happens if you don't commit to your pace? It falls off right in a hurry. That's hit with authority, but still not enough. Choi Rim, runner-up a few weeks ago at Birch Hill, having another good tournament inside the top 10. It's going to get even better. Fine shot there for Choi.
조금만 올라오셔야 될 것 같아요. 어제 방향 괜찮아? 저희 플레이 하겠습니다.
She's like this section of the golf course. Go GU. See, there's birdie this par 5 in each of the first 2 rounds. one foot in front of the other. That's all she's thinking about right now. Try to get lost in the process. Just hit good quality shots and hope the breaks go your way. That's a good start, finding the fairway at this par 5. Further down on this par 5 is where we find Pete struggling. Yang Hyo-jin 5 over the card. But she's here in 2. So perhaps a chance to get one of those shots back. Keep releasing, keep releasing. Yeah, well judged. Just a little formality here. We'll move her into a share of 6, so quietly just slipping up that leaderboard after an opening bogey. Outside chance, but it's one of those putts, long putts where you just have a free run per se at it. It's not going to stay up surely. Try to cut back, but it always looks lacking for speed. I go back to Hyun Kyung, trying to end her day on a positive note. This for a 5 under par round of 68, which will leave her at 11 under. With 1 round to play, but unfortunately for her, it's going to be 10 shots back at best. There is no quit in this young lady on the KLPGA Tour this year. And she's running inside the top 10 here at High1 CC. Here's Suji, back over of 11. That's going to kick right about there and then skate on. Just had a little too much speed. Yin Swa playing in the company of Hyun Kyung, also having a very solid day. Chance for one more birdie. Yeah, nicely deposited. Good round there for Yin Swa, 70, which is 3 under par. She's hanging around a share of 17. Never a bad time to make your first birdie of the day. And thankfully it comes here at 11 for Yang Hyo-jin. well. She trails by 5 again after Jiu's birdie to start her back 9. This was a year ago, if you recall. Kim Kyung taking an aggressive line, trying to go for that green and 2. If possible, you see players get close. Remarkably skipped it over the penalty area, ended up finding the surface. And ultimately fall just short to Damashin Sil, but my goodness, you can get lucky on this hole. You don't want to chance it, of course. It's not going to be as bold coming from that right rough, just a layup for her. Trifling with the penalty area, giving that one a nice wide line up the right. Well, she's got the firepower, but she's sensible. She doesn't need to press. Well capable of making birdie with wedge in hand, as she demonstrated back on 10. So all 3 players in fine position here on the 11th. That ball flight, just the squeezy trap draw. Kim Min-ju at plenty of speed in it as well. That just shows me he's in fine control of that golf swing. No holding back. Such a nice feeling to play golf with a stable square club face. You can just rip at it as hard as you want. Here's Thailand's Jaravi Bunchat with boyfriend Sadom Kaukanjana following her this week. Sadom, a winner of the Korean Open last year at La Vie Belle in Chuncheon. Closed her round with a birdie yesterday. Should be looking to do the same again today. Shot for the tie. Higher than Min-ju's, but similar shape and a similar result. Jumping Sue. It looks okay. That right hand rough, but just about see the top half of the ball. That's a very good shot. Now here's Yerim up the hill on the 13th. That's good. That's going to be a pretty slippery one. Beauty. What a shot there. Well, safe to say she's going to walk off with a birdie 3 to close out her third round. Excellent shot into this ninth. Maybe a birdie finish for Im Hee Jong to leave her at 11 under par. Is good here. Not to overcomplicate this. Let's throw it in a step or two short. Breeze down the firm up just a little bit as the sun has peeked through the clouds. Ready for a one hop and stop. Is very nicely done. That's more like it. Some good. See one, play one. If you're Jenny Sung. To redeem the wedge, she hit back on 10. And that is almost a carbon copy of that shot. 4 out of 10. Coming out of the fairway. To be 2020 champion here. Birdie to end Im Hee Jong's day. Within the chops here, 87 meters. It's just target golf for her right now. Chang Min-soo has to work a little harder than Im Hee Jong, but this is for birdie. Draw one in. Kim Min-joo, but didn't quite like the strike. You could see he turned away straight off. And she just didn't release her hands through the ball quick enough. Still present her birdie opportunity as we go to the 18th, it looks like. Trying to see if Kim So-jong can roll one in. Having a much better day today. Was the early leader of this championship. 4 under through her first 3 holes, and then sort of spun her wheels a little, but having a nice tournament. She will go into Championship Sunday at 10 under par. $1 million question, though, is how far back of Goji Yu is that going to be at the conclusion of today's round? 69 for Kim So-jong, matching her opening round effort. Will be, you have to say, a little less exciting. 4 under through 3. Now to Suji on 12. More slightly above her feet, so should be conducive to try and work one in from right to left. Let's come off the slope. Clever shot from Suji. Really clever shot. Beautifully executed. Here's Park Hye-jin. brilliant day. Oh, and was almost that much better. Still, 7 under par. 66, nothing to sniff at. Just shows you how steep that slope is. Looked like she absolutely belted it. It still comes up short. But 2 putts will keep Sawyer Jin comfortably in third. And behind Kim Min-ju and 2 clear of Jun Yi-sung and Park Hye-jin. Here's Bunchan. Trying to finish off her round in style. Ooh, it tried to get away, but thankfully snatches it below the surface. And that's 3 straight rounds of 70 for the winner of the E1 Charity Ladies Open. Fine playing from Jaravi Bunchan. Now Suji, just the kick in to try to move to 12 under. Ready indeed. Second of the day for Kim Suji. Decent looking line, and that's much better for Jun Yi-sung. Nothing makes up for a poor wedge shot like a brilliant long range putt. Well done. I've seen one drop from distance. Are we going to see another from Kim Min-ju, a hole ahead at 12? Would it surprise you to see this one drop for Go Ji-yu? Oh, absolutely not. Look at that scorecard. 7 deep through 11 holes. She now leads by 6. Well, Min-ju just trying to keep pace. This is a par putt. Ahead on 12. Just trying to run her own race at this point, a whopping 10 shots back. This is a nice looking putt for a right-handed golfer breaking towards her. Didn't hit it positively enough. Suji at the short 13th, going to be moving through, trying to leave herself in the flat section of the fairway.
Okay.
Mistake there, tugging it into the left rough. To hit it between the 2 towers and the top of the hotel. That is where you want to start this. That is absolutely perfect. It's video game golf right now for Go Ji-yu. Tell you what, that KLPGA Tour scoring record set by Hong Jung-min last year at the Mediheal Hankook Kilbo Championship could very much be in danger. 29 under par. And a 9-shot win for Ong Chong Min. Only 22 under for Koji Yu, still with plenty of scoreable holes to come. Here's Ma So Young on the 9th, just slipping that one by the right. Jenny's looking just a little bit further right. And Goji Yu start line, trying to take it at the right tower. That's absolutely fine. Love to see that ball flight, that shot tracer, just the frozen rope straight up the pipe. Coming out of this fairway, having active control of this front pin. Part one of the equation, safely done. Here's Song Eun-ah, trying to finish off her round with a birdie at the 9th. Scoring from Song, 69 for her. 4 under par on her back 9. And EG had a couple movement from right to left at 13. Pausing right in the middle. Very, very good. Jan. Oh, the recipe for getting it close. Kim Soo-ji showed us how to do it. You can use the backstop just behind this pin to funnel it back. Doesn't quite get it far enough up that slope to have it right down as close as Soo-ji's, but still, that is an outstanding golf shot. Just the kind of hole location that Seung-Yee needs. Kind of funnel pin. You can use the contours of the green. Get it close, don't have to manufacture anything.
멈춰주세요.
Koji Yu, again, she's just in full attack mode here. Flat lie, not a breath of wind, funnel pin. She can just keep her foot on the gas pedal. Ooh, that's a bit of a mistake. Maybe a little adrenaline, because that is a club long. And, first testy 2-putt. She's left herself. Kim Min-ju up on 13. Trying to keep that pressure on, trying to stay in touching distance. That's a good solid shot. So Lee Ji-hyun pull that putt earlier on. Here's Junyu who's dropped a shot. Back on 7. Here she is at 9. Complicated for Suji. Balls below her feet, slight downslope from the rough, and on the angle she's got to come over a couple of those bunkers and landing on a downslope. Inside of 15 feet is excellent from here. Just did the smart thing, took the short miss out of play. It just shows you get out of position off the tee here at High 1 and you're forced to play a little defensive. And it is the Goji Yu show. She leads by 6, but with a tricky 2-putt to come at 12. first real error we've seen out of GU today has left her with this little puzzle to solve. Look at that. It's almost like got 90 degrees or more of break. But send it out to the high point, apex of the slope. Hope to just stop the ball there and then have it grab the slope, and gravity's going to do the rest. It's carrying a little too much pace. It's always going to be tough from up there, so maybe a little hope for the chasing pack. Head to 13 with Kim Soo-ji from the back edge of the green. Downhill swinger from right to left. And that's very nicely judged. This putt much easier for Sung Yoo-jin. Just gently down the hill. We'll be sweeping from right to left. Finally, one goes. It's a little better. Unaware to the struggles of GU behind. This could be a two-shot swing, but she hasn't hit it. So, par-saving putt now for Go. Gave it a nice try. Ultimately, no tactical mistake. It's going to lead to her first bogey of the weekend. Let's get up to the par 3 14th and Lee Ji-hyun from long range. Chance for Chen Yi-sung to just creep a little closer. Two-shot swing after that lovely approach. And she pounces on the opportunity. Classy response after bogeying 10. Picks up birdies at 11 and 12. After her second shot just rolled to the front of the green, leaves herself about 5 feet for par. So Jin, the par 5 15 has crafted herself an excellent birdie opportunity, trying to move into a share of second. This will take her 8 under par for the day, but she hasn't hit it. Oh my word! You can't do that. Oh. One of the most frustrating things in the game of golf. Putts that just stop short. It's not even a roll, it's half a roll. Let's see how Goju can bounce back after the bogey. Still leads by 5, so it's not all panic stations yet for Go. Calls for a little cut if you can manage it. Hoist one up high in the air. You overwork that a fraction. Oh, not bad at all. Good shot with a 5-iron. Now Yuri for a par on the 9th. Every single one of these critical as we come towards, as we get through the second half of the season. Oh, and it just slides in the left edge. Well managed for Yuri, who was flying earlier, but unfortunately a couple of late bogeys, still round in 69. Got herself back to even par. Now, can she press on from there? Sung Woo-jin be first to play. Bit of a hanging lie greets her in this fairway at 13. Off a little upslope ball below her feet. So this is going to be coming in high and cutting to an elevated green. Got a club up here. Anything short will spin off the front edge. Too conservative there, but no harm, no foul. Similar position to where Kim Soo-ji found herself, and with this back camera angle you can see faces her and it's just not very appetizing, but she does have the luxury of a 5-shot cushion and ample real estate past this pin, so no need to challenge this flag stick. Just prop it out somewhere past the pin and just take your 2 putts for par and carry on. Chanced it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought for a minute it was going to do the unthinkable. You know what? I think she planned for that shot. It just shows you the confidence. It's coursing through her veins right now. There was no conservative play to Seo Jin on the 16th. It was tracking for that brand new Mercedes-Benz. Comes up a couple rolls short, but that is an outstanding tee shot. Check this out. Good flat lie. Bit of breeze to calculate for Judd. Looks like it's helping. good shot. Exactly as he would have drawn it up. Bogey on 12. It's the lead to just the 5 for GoGU midway through the back 9 on day 3 at High1 CC. Birdie effort on the way for Sung Yu Jin. Just going to slip away low like so many others. On 13. Kim Suji for the back edge of 14. This one going to be riding up that ridge and then hanging a hard right. Trying to just feed it in, and comes up a roll or two shy. Uncomfortable little putt. Slides from left to right. Just not wide as much as initially thought. Yeah, gee, for the bounce back birdie. Pretty much dead straight this putt. And it's up the hill, so slam it into the back of the cup. Oh, yes. Bogey, what bogey? The lead returns to 6 for Cole. Suji working this one for her par at 14. Well brushed in. Jin after that excellent tee shot to tie Kim Min-joo at 16 under par. Beautiful birdie on the 16th. 8 under for the day. 9 under the new course record set on day one by both Goji Yu and this lady. That could be under threat as Min-joo looks to try and save par on the 14th. And she will. Here's Kim Min-sun, winner at Gimhae Gaya earlier this season at the next Sensate 9 Masters. She won that putt back. That was poor. Jayarim at the par 5 15th with her third. Clearly on inside the top 10 right now. Chance for yet another birdie. You see that pin tucked on the right hand side of the green at 14. Shape a little cut in there if you can, but the uphill putt is pin high left. The 3 is a good score on this demanding hole. Par putt now for Min-sun after that. Rather disappointing effort for birdie. Okay, rectifies the situation well. Good save for Kim Min-sun. Keeps a clean card. 3 under 70. Coming in with hybrid, this is going to be a little higher and softer than you would a long iron, and in so many ways this is how equipment has made the game a lot more accessible. This is not as hard a shot as it would be for somebody hitting, say, a 5 iron or even a 6 iron. Par 5 15th with Suji on the tee. Surround, sit down. Okay, just keeps it in the short grass. Jen has the ability to hit a little left to right shape if she wants. She's got 6 iron. Lovely line, just needed half a club more. Still left a solid shot. Solid 2 under par so far this week. Just finding the right rough, so a decision will need to be made from there. Kim. And Choi Rim trying to move herself into the top 5 with a birdie on 15. She will oblige us with that lovely putt. Nice playing from Choi Rim. Steady does it, 4 deep on the day. Unstoppable force of Go Ji-Yu gets her lead back to 6. Sawyer Jin now joins Kim Min-Ju after an 8th birdie of the day. afford to lose commitment with pace or line on this one. A little under on your speed. This one snaps off to the right hard and almost tries to make a U-turn. So you've got to be committed. Make sure that you give it enough welly. And keep tracking. Here's the good news is that's pretty much a straight uphill putt. It's a little shorter than the one that Kim Soo-ji holds. The group ahead. Speaking of that group, here is Soo-ji's playing partner Kim Min-ju, currently tied for second with Seo Jin. Got that creek that runs up the right-hand side of this hole, which players have to avoid. No problem there for Min-ju. Hopefully Kim Sung was paying attention to that putt of Ko Ji-yu, because she has pretty much identical one, a couple of yards closer. That's good. That's a great effort. Here is Soo-ji on 15. Opposite break for Sung Yu Jin, snapping to the left. This position. Stay up. A decent effort. He's tough, those putts. Big breakers. We wander on ahead to see if E.G. Hyun can roll that in. No, she can't at 15. I'm hesitant to say it with still a lot of golf to play in this championship. I feel like they might be playing for second place, but it does have a whiff of that, doesn't it? Half a par, the leader. Unflappable Ko Ji-yu. 4 to play, 6 clear. Still an entire round of golf still to come. Very impressive golf. Sung Yu Jin will stay in a share of 5th. Sort of follow through, trying to knock this one down a little, and she's knocking down the flagstick. Beautifully done from Kim Min-ju. Those comically tall flag sticks that you see on the 15th hole. Just shows you how elevated the putting surface is above the level of that fairway. So trust your number. Park So-hee on 18, just 8 under par, but she'll have a good look to get to 9 after that fine wedge. Parred the 16 after that birdie at 15. Here she is on the penultimate hole. Lee Seung-yeon, 5 under for her day. Love the 6th birdie of the round as this one trundles along. How about a 3? How about a 3? That close to an eagle finish, but that is going to be a round of 67 for Lee Seung-yeon, and that'll vault her up to 13 under. And at the moment, that's good enough for a share of 5th. Picking up 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. Not seen too much of Yang Hyo-jin after her birdie on the 11th, but here she is, inside in 2 at 15, looking to pick off another birdie. Funny through the fringe, but rolls out well enough, and I think she can manage that without too much difficulty. Back to your leader on the tee. She can reach in 2, but it's all about finding the fairway first. It's hitting a little right, but no. For the fairway. Definitely gettable from there with her speed. Reach the green in 2, an eagle opportunity awaits. Simple 2-putt birdie. I'll take it instead. Good chance. She takes a trademark left-hand fist bump, starting to make an appearance. Slow but steady going for her, picking off a 3rd of the round. Back to the 18th. Park So-hee. Misread there. Never had a chance starting it outside left edge. After that excellent approach, Kim Min-joo, pretty straight putt. All about just accelerating that putter head through impact, keeping it squared. Wow, that ripped left hard. Those are the chances you can't afford not to bounce on. for her birdie. It's a good tidy round of golf for her. The par 70. So 10 under. Jen will collect a second birdie of her round after a nightmare start. Shows you the path ahead for your final group as you trek all the way up to this 15th green. And if you want to go for it in two, you've just got to chance it. Getting over this penalty area, we'll pick a line over this. Here. hasn't hit the high quality of wedge shot that she would have liked on several occasions on this back nine. Examples of 10 and 11th holes come to mind. She's got this knuckle down here. It's almost identical. It's on the yardage, that 82-meter range. That's more like it. Ooh, just a little unlucky with that first kick, but all in all, pretty solid shot. Has reached the 16th tee, by 6. Soft floater, Sung Yoo-jin. Clever little shot. Some spin off it. Eased up a little soft arm wedge shot. Very classy. Seo-jin on the closing hole, laying it up, so playing it as a 3-shotter. Forward kick she wanted. She'll have that to tie the course record of 64 shortly. Fabulous day of golf for Seo-jin. If you can't find the green in 2, this is a nice leave. Doesn't have to fly it all the way there. Can you take a gap wedge or even a pitching wedge, play the old school sort of chip and run. She is just unstoppable right now, Ko Ji-yoo. Would not have surprised anyone to see that one drop. That was absolutely superb touch. Played that low little runner. So many amateurs these days, you know, they reach for the most lofted club in the bag. They reach for that lob wedge, try and play the fancy high shot. You don't need that. Old school adage of get it on the ground as quick as you can. Have it running like a putt. That is yet another birdie, her 7th of the day, to go along with an eagle at the 2nd. How about that from Ko Ji-yoo? Another look here. Just look at that. Pick your landing spot, get it releasing. That was really, really well played. You start the day with the lead. You have the equal low round of the day working. That is a potent combination. To Minju on 16. Swinging putt from right to left, putting down that ridge line, so pretty quick as well. Pretty fine effort from there. Seo-jin for a 64, equaling the low round of the week. didn't hit it just like on the par 5 15. Needed a little more speed. It's hard to be disappointed with a 65, but she will certainly feel like she left a couple out there. Still, that's all she was hoping to do. She set off this morning. Really solid golf. Good round, and she will be in the thick of it tomorrow. As Suji, after that excellent tee shot on 16, has a chance to pick off another birdie. Not this time. Jenny's a little unlucky with that first kick, was skipping through the green. Still a reasonable opportunity to find a 4. You can't get it to the hole though. Credit to Sun Yu-jin, was just hanging in there despite that early double bogey on the 4th. This is a chance for her to move to red figures for the round and just inch a little closer to Sun Yu-jin. We're not even regarding Koji Yu at this point with that 7-shot lead. Just thinking about trying to jostle their way into the final group, if not the penultimate group, with 18 holes to play. Here's Minju for her par ahead at the 16th. Start this inside edge with pace. And that is just criminal. Short range. It's a straight up pull. It leads to the first blemish on her card.
플레이하겠습니다. 잠시만 멈춰주세요.
Well, 3 to go. 7 clear. Koji Yu cruising 8 under for her round, putting together an all-time performance in High1 CC. She's got 5 iron. And funnel it in off the slope just to the right of this pin. Oh, just go straight at it. Why not? Why not, GU? outstanding. Go to Suji, coming up to the 17th. This one tied up the left-hand side of the fairway, should catch a piece of it. It does. Boy, that same rescue club she used back on 14. Sung. I mentioned earlier, there is a little bit of slope out of this flag, which she can fire this one into if she doesn't want to take the Goji U direct line at the target. Mentally bounce back after a little clumsy misstep. Right across that one, leaping towards that fairway bunker. Comes up just short of it, Kim Min-joo. It's capable of turning the ball both ways. A little draw into this pin. Good quality shot, very nicely played. settle down a little. Okay, that's fine. Can't quite see it from the left side of that fairway, but that's a reasonably good birdie look for Suji as we go to the 18th with Choya Rim from that right rough. He will try and play some kind of releasing pitch that works down the level of the green, and that's unlucky. Just killed into that side slope. Much longer birdie putt than she would have expected from that position. After that brilliant tee shot for Koji Yu to just take a stranglehold of this championship. Like so many before her, needed a little more pace. Par keeps the lead at a comfortable 7. Jenny Sung, after smoking that birdie effort well past, this is not an easy comeback up. Got to start this at least half a ball outside left with pace. Maybe a ball if she wants to just roll this in over the front edge. Confidently done. Nicely mops that one up. Now Minbyul, former rookie of the year, found the green in 2 at the last. Been a bit of a ho-hum day for her, but a chance to end with a big bang. An eagle putt on the way for Kim. It's been a grindy afternoon for her. She's had to really stress over a number of these sorts of putts. It's a little easier than the putt that Jenny Sung has. Still need to start this left edge with speed. You don't have to give the hole away from this spot. Well hold. Nicely done. From the upper level of the 17th green. Looks similar to the putt that Koji Yu had on 12, but not quite as quick down the slope, and so he doesn't have as much break, but it will be rather pacey in the second half of its journey. Well. Isn't that just golf for you? Tiny miss on 16, an unlikely birdie to follow on 17. Well done, Kim Min-ju. Just have to get it over at the apex and then hope for a little bit of luck. Perfect marriage of pace and line. Here's Yerim on the 18th. Despite a day that started with a bogey on one of the easiest holes of the golf course, she went blemish-free since then. So going to be a 4 under par 69 for Choi Yerim. That'll leave her at 13 under. So we're back to 17 with the tournament leader, Koji Yu.
카메라 늦게 누르지 마요. 샷.
Suji. Just seen an unlikely putt drop on 17, and part of you thinks, is there any luck left on this hole for me? Should certainly hope there is. Oh, wasn't far away. Lovely try. Good roll on that from Suji. Some at the moment she's in that penultimate group for Championship Sunday after Kim Min-joo's birdie ahead on the green. She's still got 2 holes to try and fight her way back into the final 3 ball.
플레이할게요.
Caddy and going, look, let's forget about Go Ji-yu. She's on a different level. Let's just focus on the best of the rest, Kate Chase, right now. In that context, she is only 3 shots behind 2 players at 16 under now. Kim Min-byul, and a bit of a frustrating day on a positive note. Yep, that's a closing birdie for Kim. I'm in 73 today. Aggressive play, there's a driver at 18. That's a move for tees back, because usually we're seeing players hang back with 3 woods in the forward tee position. Keep it short of that first penalty here. This was a couple of moments ago though. Choi Ye-rim cleaning up for her round of 4 under par 69. Just a gentle uphill rise to factor into the yardage for Chen Yi-sung on 17. Just a little too much stick on it, but we have seen that putt hold. She won't know it, but we know it's possible. Just right edge of the TV trial, trying to bring it in a little from right to left.
Yeah.
Should stick on the correct level. Yeah, good, solid shot for Eugene. Left rough. Lynn, she's a long ways back. This is her third. So it's par 5, but she'll get onto the dance floor. Not quite enough to get the help off that shoulder, but it's green irregulation. She's pretty much take it straight at the target. Right on cue. Another stunning shot from Go. EG got it past that second penalty. Very good one. Jump on this. Try to get onto that front edge. Little. That short of his screen tend to bounce pretty hard. Top plateau. Know what this does? Goes a little right, comes down the hill, and works back to the left. The right bit, there's the down bit, but it's just going to keep on swinging off. Good speed up there for birdie on the closing hole, EU Lin. on. Nice speed. Eugene to left it. With enough authority, or is it? Or is it? Oh! How many times are we going to see the slow lip out? Agonizing for Sun Yujin. Yujin after that fine shot. This uphill for birdie. Yes, well done. Nice tidy round of golf there. Storms home in 4 under par on the backside for a 5 under 68. Get to 9 under with 1 to play. That being a par 5 as well could break her own course record. Go GU. Thought about trying to turn. Unfortunately, just stayed high. So Hyun wielded that broomstick putter brilliantly yesterday. Not so much today though, especially not there. Tough around the golfer park. Birdie on the card, 2 over for her. Leaves her now showing 30th. Back to Jenny Sung trying to polish things up for her par. 17. Okay, took a while, but we got there in the end. Good 2-putt. For a good 2-putt as well on 18, Yu Lin. Okay. Doubted herself for a minute, but 2 under par, 71 for her. Fringes of the top 10 with 18 holes to play. Quickly back down the fairway to Kim Soo-ji. Don't worry about anything here. Off the slide up slope, they just launch it from 229. Jim. That one low and a little left, but should just come to rest in that left rough, and the line looks pretty decent. Just
이동 좀 멈춰주세요.
left to play
하겠습니다.
for the
좀만
final
돌아가셔야
ball
돼요.
of Sung Yujin, Jun Yi-sung, and the runaway leader Go Ji-yu, who has been in dominant form from the word go, an eagle 2 on her second hole. She led by 2 coming into today, and she has since stretched that lead to an almighty 7. Here she is with driver. close for comfort there, Mr. Cameraman, but got a 7-shot lead. Don't suppose you mind too much. That scoring record mentioned earlier, relative to par of Hong Jong-min 29 under at the Mediheal Hanko Kilbo Championship at the end of last season. Very much in danger if Go Ji-Yu continues to play the way she is right now. Eugene eagled this hole yesterday. She's played at 3 under for the week. Oh, what she'd give for another birdie to end what's been a pretty ho-hum day at the office. So a good start finding the fairway. Further up, Minju. It's made this hole a lot harder than it needed to be. Third shot from the right rough, but ample green to work with. Play for the releaser off that slope. Try to chase, try to chase. Yeah, well played. Really nicely worked out. Some doesn't quite have the firepower of a Go Ji-Yu, so you think this is going to be a 3-shotter from this back tee. Quite like the contact, but it'll just creep onto the fairway. Absolute horror show front 9 for Yang Hyo-jin, going 5 over through 9. She's battled back nicely, picked off a couple of birdies. A chance to finish with one here. So hard to get that to lance off coming from the rough, but it was a well played shot. She'll have a chance. Suji's third. Cat is on the green, but she's trying to bump it through that fringe. Took a bit of a funky kick, but worked out all right. To go. The race was over before it began with really poor front 9. Tots up to a 3 over 76 for Yang Hyo-jin, who did manage to pick up a pair of birdies in with half. After reset, and we'll go again tomorrow. Chances this back 9. Has just been in a different league so far this week. Every shot counts. Every position helps. That's not going to, unfortunately, just the par. Both par 5s in this back 9, Kim Min-joo. on today. And that can't include one more birdie. Very tiny round of golf for Kim Soo-ji. Back 69s for her. Come from behind. It's going to be a pretty long way back as well. Good day's work, 69 for her. At the moment, a whopping 7 back. I feel it's probably going to be 8 in the mood that Koji Yu is in. So I thought that ball had ended up in the fairway. In fact, it's just in the step cut of rough. So this one could have been up shooting live. The ball above her feet as well. So important to keep that club face from turning over and diving this left. Get to balance nicely through it. That's a good shot from that line. Eugene. Doesn't have to worry about too much with this 3-wood. Could just give it the full treatment. Hope for a good kick. That's trying to creep on. Not going to make it, but excellent shot. 2 good hits for Sung Eugene. Within range. Really step on this one, try to get some kind of high cut, hold it against that slope. Big high slinging draw. Oh yes, oh what a shot. An eagle putt coming up. And that would be for a 10 under par round of 63. Plenty of reasons to smile. Go GU. set this one back in the stance. Hands forward a little, try and clip it low. Line up the face with some spin. Here, contact solidly at the strut. Textbook start. Chinese Sun. To say that she will be the woman to catch is an understatement. Coaching you. She's going to try her best, so too Chinese Sun, but I think they know they're probably playing for second place, barring some kind of complete and utter capitulation from GU. Closing 18-hole stretch, and still that will take some good golf from one of the chasers to topple 21-year-old. I have to say, I quite enjoy the slightly more muted, traditional, reserved atmosphere we've got around the 18th today. Not quite the raucous party we had at the Pleasure Stadium around the 18th at Bears Terminal last week at the Birthday Open. High1 Resort is known for relaxation and luxury, after all. Eugene just got to make the option. You want to land it on the down slope, have it chase, or do you want to try and fight all the way there with spin? She was caught in between two minds. Decelerated into it. You can see it just dig. Careless. Down in the pace from here. He's going to be working a little down the hill. Just drawing a 2.5, 3 foot circle around the hole, trying to match up his speed nicely and have that ball finish up inside that zone. And if she were to do that, this would be the second round of 9 under par she's posted this week. It's not like she had a nightmare around yesterday. That was a 6 under par 67. So an eagle putt for Go, who leads by 8. Goes easy up into the circle of friendship. Beg your pardon. When she 2 putts there, she'll lead by, currently up by 7. Go GU. You don't want to say she's got one hand on the trophy yet, because as you know, a lot can happen in the game of golf, but this is a truly remarkable performance. Look at that scorecard, 64 for the second time this week, including a bogey at 12. Firmly in control of this championship, the 2024 winner at High1 CC. She's at it again, and she is dominating the competition this time out. Chin. This would move her into the third to last group tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, that pretty much is the tail of the tape today. Sung Yujin just lacked a little sharpness, lacked some quality in that round of golf. 73 for her. Birdies against that double on 4. This putt that has tripped a couple of players out weight-wise today. We've seen a few miss it left, we've seen a few hang it out to the right. This would be to move into a share of second alongside Seo-jin and Kim Min-joo with 18 holes to play. That would still be a whopping 8 shots behind Go Ji-yoo. Chen Yi-sung with hopefully the final stroke in this third round. Note. Really nice work there for Chen Yi-sung. Couple late birdies, keeping her in the conversation. So 3 tied at 16 under par. The story of the day, story of the week so far, has been Go Ji-yoo, 3-time winner, including 1 title here in 2024. She leads by 8 after a second round of 9 under par this week. Outstanding golf, and she will lead going into the final round. Hopefully you'll join us for live coverage, same time, same place tomorrow afternoon. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow from High1 CC.